Hello and welcome to another play section of the Gamermind Plays. This is Manny Santiago from thegamermind.com and the Big Baby Daddy Cast. So I've been binging a lot on Game of Thrones now that the season's out, and the episodes are slowly trickling down. But I've never played this game, and honestly, I just want more Game of Thrones because the episodes just can't come fast enough. So I've already started to play through episode 1. If you haven't played through this and you don't want any spoilers, well, I guess don't watch the video. Too bad for you. But yeah, I've been enjoying this just because of the fact that it's not necessarily a Telltale games, but just the fact that it's Game of Thrones story being shown. So continue episode. Tyrion Lannister. He looks just a little different in here. I kind of feel like the Telltale engine could
From the day
get
you arrived
updated,
in Highgarden,
and
I've thought of you more as a friend than as
definitely
my
an improvement on the PS4 graphics,
my
but the
lady.
engine still kind of
And you
plays
know
the
how I
same.
feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must
Sometimes
not
I don't know what kind
despair.
of butterfly
We
effect
will
like
get through
choosing
this
some of these
together.
answers are, but I always know that
You must
the story
understand
possibilities
there
that
are
open
limits
up
to
in
what
the
I
first
can say,
episode,
especially here in
and
King's
they
Landing,
all
now
like
that
narrow
I'm to
down
be
by the
queen.
last one, so you have like a common,
To have a
more or less a
handmaiden
common
from
ending.
the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern
Remember when
girl
she was
in my
alive?
service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your
I
father
don't
and
remember
brother.
this girl
Nonetheless,
from the Forrester family.
she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a
I
way to
somewhat
appease
remember
her.
something
Humor
about
her.
this.
Tell her what she wants to hear.
Maybe. I don't know.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Telltale always like dips into stories that aren't necessarily explored or explained. So, and as far as Telltale games go, I've only played The Walking Dead season 1.
You'll be fine. I know you
I do
will.
have season
I
2.
may feel one thing,
this?
but you must say another.
I will try to find it. I do have season 2, which I can't wait to play. But
Good luck.
The Walking Dead, I just can't stray from the comics themselves. There's something else. I can't even just go back to the show and watch it just because it doesn't feel the same. The comic is, just so much better. A piece of content is just so much more enjoyable.
You can do this.
You can do it. What's the point? Just play the cutscene. The fact that I can look around is.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
He looks interesting.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
Remember
allow me
when she
to
looked like that?
introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Mira. I guess kneel before her is
Your
the
Grace.
appropriate.
The girl knows
Queen
her
is
courtesies.
pleased.
Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Say nothing. Did she
The
just
girl
shrug
is
her
here
shoulders?
to explain herself, yet says nothing.
My apologies, Your Grace. I'm sure it's just a momentary lapse.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see.
I'm gonna get my little
Despite
brother
the
in
fact
trouble.
Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any
Her
Lannister,
unassuming
and they'd do
face.
whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
More wine.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose.
What the?
Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Cersei.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
It's the good cop,
Loyalty can
bad
be
cop.
such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours.
Oh
Yet
my
loyalty
god.
to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your
It's even
loyalties
worse
were
to get
become
grilled by
conflicted
Cersei, like, it's
between
just
your
watching her
king
do it
and
to
the
other
very
people on the
person whom
show.
you serve,
But actually,
what
like,
would
being
you
on the
do
receiving
then?
end of it. Oh my god.
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very
I
encouraging.
mean, wouldn't you?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
Lannisport.
Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Where they sell,
We
sports
only
goods.
spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose
They
Bolton
don't.
has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Of course she would be.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. but I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably.
I don't
on
even
such
know
alliance,
about this ironwood.
and it would infuriate
As I was
Cersei.
watching the show, but then again,
Although, what would
after
be
7
amusing
seasons,
for me
there's so
might
many
prove rather
conversations. You know, you
dangerous.
can't really keep track of
And your house.
every story plot.
Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promise Sansa I will join her for dinner tonight.
Oh yeah, that's
3
right. He was married to
beautiful
Sansa.
bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
It's an interesting story so far. I mean, I didn't know a lot about Roderick or his family, so it's interesting they're exploring that side of it. I like that in that one episode that Arya was mentioning Roderick.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
I thought you had your head lopped off, just like
Cersei
Ned
has a way
Stark.
of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now.
That's what happens when you go to beat Cersei. It's like that
Lady
terrible
Marjorie
boss you
has
don't
spent
want
the
to
entire
meet
day
alone
working on
with.
the seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Ugh.
Sarah, what? It's true.
And the Iron Fist.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
I forgot who Oberyn
I'm
was.
told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some
I'm a
fun.
modest girl.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Rather painful, apparently.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter.
You Northerners? Man, this sounds like
Well,
that
I
sounds
would
like
marry
somebody
him.
from
Imagine
something like
the
somebody
power
from
you
the South would
have
say.
as queen of the
You damn
7
Yankees.
kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see.
She's so
Who else
modest.
should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Oh, she's super
Sir
tall.
Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Well,
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's
I
Landing
forget
can be
the
exhausting
Lady Tyrell
sometimes.
that killed Joffrey,
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight
but she
to
was a
smooth over.
badass. Love that
I fear
episode.
it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Forget her name is with an O. Oh,
Do you
Melissa,
agree?
Lana.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
I love how it
You
says
were
like
brave
military.
agreeing
We'll
to obey
remember
the
that.
Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady.
Yeah, I think it
There's
was
been
one of the
something on my
previous
mind.
scenes.
Something
One of the guys
important.
from the Boltons comes in and he's like, "You don't even have any like bread and salt." I was like, it sounds disgusting. Who asked for bread and salt anyways?
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. You're right. Better to wait.
I don't quite remember what kind of help they were asking for. I think it was just on their back. King's Road, Wolfswood. Oh yeah, that's the guy. Our main character. Well, that sucks. And you got a bad leg.
7 hells.
7 hells. Didn't even know there was more than one. Oh, of course. The Boltons are just...
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Oh, look who it is.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately.
What?
I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Oh. So
How
the
much
thing
further
goes,
is it?
The thing goes red.
These foresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Interesting. I kind of want to continue playing Until Dawn, because there's a lot of moments where like doing nothing and you're not really sure whether you're risking it or what, but I don't know what would have happened if I ran, because this guy's got a bum leg and no horse. Can I look? Well, not much. Why would you go there? To move the story. Oh yeah, the Bolton.
Bloody hell.
Oh shit. Faint. That is. Yep, that's a sick kid.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
I don't know, I thought I put on a pretty good show
But
for that Bolton
300
dude that came to
generations of
visit.
Forester Lords stand behind you.
300 generations?
Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house.
They all live
and
like
your
20 years?
grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the
Nobody
White
can
Hills.
be having
What
sex
do they
with
call
cousins
my
for that
father?
long and be normal.
Lord Gregor the Good.
300 generations.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new Lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Who will be my sentinel?
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Okay, this will be interesting.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Flay him.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This Craven is a deserter and a thief.
This Craven.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true? Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. We are in this together. You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
Just keep hitting him.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Send him to the wall.
Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Leave the poor man
Take his fingers. Thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Send him to the wall.
Sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch. No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
Yeah, it can't be that bad.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
Yeah, it really didn't bother me at all.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Decisions, I guess.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The Bracer of the Sentinel. The Badge of Office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Yeah, I already know how I'm gonna choose.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Let's go see what the people have to say and how much they join. I think I'm gonna pick one of the first characters, Uncle. I forget his name. That guy. That's who I'm gonna pick. Something tells me that he's going to be protecting the Ironwood Forest, whatever. Tower, enter. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, look at the Ironwood shield. Look at how pretty that is. You know what? After playing The Witcher 3 and then just watching the look at him. He's like, what the fuck are you looking at? He's whittling? Huh. Interesting.
Careful. Keep
After
at it and you won't have much left.
Seeing The Witcher
Something to pick your
3,
teeth
I
with.
just
No,
can't get
Ethan.
impressed by
Look
graphics
at this.
anymore.
All good
Witcher 3
swords
looks
have
so
a name.
good.
I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget, but...
Roderick would be proud.
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was.
I don't even know if I killed him by just the decisions I made.
Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today.
I don't think the White Walkers
I
care
saw
if
what
you're
you
a
did
lord
to
or
that
not.
man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood.
I feel like he's gonna be like the Arya of the story.
Someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
I have a list. He's already got a few names on his list. I can't talk to that guy. Look at Portcullis.
Do it.
Wow. I looked outside. Keep moving. Oh, this guy's moving like terribly slow. Oh, R1, I forget. He can move faster. Fast forward. That's what it looks like. Look at Sir Royland.
Come on. What did I say? Swords up. Slash right. Parry. Again.
I wonder if Sir Royland is that guy that was on the damn wall.
Sword up. Swing left.
No.
Parry.
He kind of looks like him.
I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland?
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defenses? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord.
That's a pretty
I'll
simple
be sure to
tactic.
watch out for
We
more
put the big
deserters.
people in the
After
front
today,
and the
that's
small
strength
people in
more
the
to
back.
come. Come on, you dogs. You'll not be fighting it.
Oh,
Yes, my
give
lord.
him the bracer already.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the war. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise he? But he has no business being a sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So,
Who the fuck is
when
Duncan
will you
Tuttle?
declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
And it's not you. What the fuck? You didn't pick me? Malcolm. What's he doing? Oh, he's doing a saddle. Oh, yeah, that's right. I clicked to look at him.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
It's funny because they give you like these opportunities to look at people like boasting, like if they have great graphics. Ooh, look at those. Look at these soft textures.
But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
Asher.
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her.
I keep forgetting which place
nightmare
Essos.
made real. But you know that just as well.
I must be firm. I'm not a boy anymore, and there is too much at stake.
The Lord's work can harden a man. It's true.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job.
Sir Royland.
Fine choice. And I trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
I'm getting convinced here. Now she's gonna make a case for the other guy.
I saw what you did to that man. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What?
I'm just a boy. I'm too young.
Ethan, please.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart and
Oh, I guess that other dude is Duncan Tuttle.
Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
It's interesting how you're gonna get tit for tat. It really doesn't matter what you listen to. Somebody's gonna say a good thing from the other one. So we may lose a battle, but this guy's unpredictable and make things worse. Fucking great. Look at Duncan. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you, buddy. Strut your stuff. Just the fuck?
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
Duncan.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
No, it's nothing. I just need to walk
What?
and clear my head.
That's weird. Yeah. Turns right. What the
Back again,
fuck
my
is
lord.
wrong with this kid?
As
Ask him at the
Lord,
Sentinels.
I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord. But he's nowhere near ready to serve as sentinel. I do not trust him. He's likely to lose his temper and get us all killed. And at the worst possible time.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
I love how he just turns. Look at food.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
So we're gonna take away the food from the poor. That's the maester. Did I just do like a full 180? Just slowly walk to him. And then look at him. Stare him down.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
I am gonna pick Mr. Tuttle. Because, I don't know, I like him better. I have a hunch that that is the wrong choice. And that we're gonna lose a battle. But who knows?
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
We are stiff as
Before I
fuck.
name my sentinel, I must tell you. There
The
was
choice
one
was
man
clear.
who stood above all others. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Don't keep us waiting.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice.
Of course you'll
I will
remember
not
that.
disappoint you, my lord.
It's like getting dumped.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
I will hear from my sentinel. Please.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Yeah, that is true.
Gentlemen, please.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house.
Oh, wow.
You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family.
Yeah, not
What
much
about
left
your
of family,
brother,
though.
Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it.
I don't even
He
know
always
how
protected
Asher
you
is.
and your sister.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you
I don't even
remember
think
the
I
miller's
remember him.
boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But...
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
no. But you need someone who is standing beside you.
Is that Asher?
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Fine.
Go get Asher.
Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Lady Forrester will remember that.
Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you for
I'm
letting me
glad
know
you will let me do this.
that she is
Know
listening
that
to
you
what I
never
say.
stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Didn't we say that we're going to be allies with House Bolton? It's not like they can get Asher like now. With the Bolton, it's a day's right away.
You?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know.
forgot what the fuck that kid told me.
I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
That's some big ass eyes. What a weird look. Alright.
Where's Sir Royland? The man values pride more than honor. And
Yeah,
without
right.
King's Landing.
I thought he was going to be there at the gate with me.
I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Still got like that resting bitch face. Like an eternal frown. There he is. Our favorite Bolton.
Something wrong with your gate? Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You may enter.
Oh, may we? How gracious of the Lord to allow us in. And you said he wasn't a proper lord.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsman.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
The Flayed Man. Oh, and he wants some food.
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
The conversation with Ramsay. Alright. I think I'm gonna do just the next conversation with Whitehill and Ramsay, and it's Ramsay's now. I always want to call him Ramsay Bolton.
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
It's so funny. So creepy.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty.
Oh.
The Crown, however, wants what you've got.
Fuck this guy.
Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester.
Oh, shut up.
They murdered our men.
It
Fat
was
fuck.
Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One bolt. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
Yeah, this guy's
I'm his
terrible.
twin.
Even in the game.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
That's funny.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ethan! No! What have you done?
No! But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No! No!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
Wait till the brother
However,
comes in.
the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your boy.
No!
Kill him. If they give you any trouble.
Brian.
Lovely meeting all of you.
I figured this was gonna
Again
be.
sometime.
Somebody help him.
This was gonna how it was gonna turn out. I was better to fight. Oh, fuck you, Batman.
Stop! Let him go!
Stop that! Ryan,
So this is definitely a Game of Thrones.
Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Yep. No game over. Game continues. Well, the good thing is, Yeah, your story has begun. Oh yeah.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
Oh.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again. Our house will not fall.
Yeah.
We will be ready.
Nothing
we know
comes
how,
without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
We know how Ramsey dies, so we know that Asher's not going to kill him. You and 34.2% left Bowen behind. You and 62.4% swore loyalty to the king. You and 35.4% sent Eric to the wall. You and 69.1% picked Duncan as a sentinel. You and 49.9% met Ramsey at the gate. And I think in all of these, Ethan was going to die. So I would love to do another playthrough later on just to see how it all plays out and see whether or not if there is a difference in the ending or if Ethan does live or die. I bet if I would have said, take me instead, he would have killed him too. This was good. This is a little unexpected too, because you're kind of like bending the knee and blah, 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 blah. I like to play the game like in the silent treatment as well. Like give everybody silent treatment, see what happens. I remember I started doing that with Tales of the Borderland, and you just get slapped around a lot. Anyways, so that was the end of episode 1 of the Game of Thrones Telltale games. And this is Manny Santiago from thegamemind.com. And if you need to reach us, you can always hit us up on Twitter at @thegamemind_. Or you can reach us via email. We're at the daddycast at thegamemind.com. And again, thank you for joining us. Take care and keep gaming, guys.